We're all so busy living our lives. And then suddenly something cuts through that, something often very unexpected.
Paediatric trauma call, 15 minutes.
A 71-year-old female with 2 stab wounds to the back.
He was found to be in traumatic cardiac arrest.
I can't feel any pulses. We're at St George's Hospital in Tooting.
Yeah, 24 hours, 7 days a week. I love that question. What's your opening hours?
St George's, London. One of Britain's busiest A&E departments, under more pressure than ever.
So do you want to watch, darling, or do you want to look away?
This is the worst day ever.
You never know what's coming in, and you just have to be ready for anything.
Gas canisters exploded, 15% burns to hands, face.
In a world of uncertainty, we see a life-changing event.
I'm ANAP, I need her to get out of here, please.
When patients come in, something takes over.
I'll be fine. I'm going to be very fine.
A place where life,
Give me an A, give me an E.
love,
Okay, good lad, well done.
and loss unfold every single day.
Did you enjoy the Queen's birthday yesterday?
I watched the football.
All the patients you're about to see were treated in just one 24-hour period.
Don't worry.
We get to see people who love one another in loads of different ways.
Yes.
And I think you can give someone the best care in the world, but really what they want is to hold the hand of the person that they love and for them to tell them that they're going to be okay.
You're my hero.
Hello, A&E reception, how can I help?
Hello, what have I done? You found the culprit that's tried to hotwire my bike the other day, no? Too busy in here, aren't you?
In resus today is emergency care nurse Lee.
I think since I've moved to London, it's at least three to £4,000 worth of damage that's been done to my motorbikes.
Really?
Yeah. I ride a motorbike, and every day that I'm on that bike, it makes me feel alive. Right, next one's going in, yeah. Second unit's going, guys, yeah? You only live once. I think you need to make the most of it. And you need to do things that you enjoy. Oh, I just want to, like, splice it and sort it all out, but I just don't want to get electrocuted at the same time. I've done bungee jumps, I've done skydives. In reflection, everything I do in my life, I like to remind myself that I'm here.
If you electrocute yourself, I don't care.
That's fine. I'm going to fix it. I am a problem solver, and working in a trauma hospital, I love turning up and looking after people. You get to patch them back up and to hopefully make them better.
I'd hate you to have to get up and do anything.
Me? I'm trying to fix things. Fix you in a minute.
Hello, St George's. Motorcyclist car. Trauma.
A 49-year-old female motorcyclist is being rushed to St George's after a collision with a car on a dual carriageway.
Being a motorcyclist, when I hear from the red phone any motorbike-related trauma, I want to be the nurse looking after them. We have to be on our A game because some of the worst injuries come from motorbike accidents.
The motorcyclist was en route to her friend Annie's house for dinner when the accident happened.
She said she'd get here about 6 o'clock. So 6 o'clock came, no Michelle, and it's not like her because she's usually pretty punctual. And after some time, I said to Andrew, something must have happened to her because she's not going to turn up. She would definitely let you know. And And then it wasn't until about 8 o'clock when the door went, it was policemen at the door. So obviously you know something's happened. I knew that I had to get up there as soon as possible. It's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
This is Michelle. She's 49 years old. She was driving along a slip road when a car from the main carriageway turned left into the side of her about 40 miles per hour. Since the incident, she's complained of head pain to her left hand and right hip.
Was she wearing protective gear?
She was wearing a helmet.
Shall we come off the skip?
Ready, steady, and breathe.
All right, my love. My name's Chris. I'm one of the doctors. Just stay nice and relaxed when we go through everything, all right? You're in a safe place now.
Just because someone is conscious, you can't make any assumptions.
Michelle, do you know where you are at the moment?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's all right. Deep breath in. Any pain just around your hips?
Oh, my thumb.
Okay, pelvic pain.
We see a lot of pelvis injuries from motorbikes. You have some big arteries that go through your pelvis. And pretty quickly, you could have life-threatening injury that we might not see.
Pins and needles in my left hand.
Pins and needles in the left hand. Whereabouts are the pins and needles, my love? Just in the whole hand?
My palm, my 4 fingers, and my thumbs.
If someone's complaining of having pins and needles, this is a big sign. There could be some damage to their spine, and potentially you might not be able to walk again.
We're going to go round for the scan, OK? It's just next door, it's not far.
Doctors are concerned that the high impact of the collision may have caused multiple injuries and need urgent CT scans of her entire body. Forty-nine-year-old executive assistant Michelle is having a CT scan after a collision with a car whilst riding her motorbike.
Okay, on side, ready, steady, stop.
Michelle's friend Annie is travelling to the hospital from her home in Surrey.
So the aim of the game right now is to stay nice and still, all right? Doing very well.
I met Michelle through our faith. Being a Jehovah's Witness, it's based on love. We are a family. We treat each other like family. So she's my sister.
Breathe in and hold your breath.
The first time I really sort of interacted with her was when we all had a girly weekend down in the New Forest, which was lovely. It was fun. It was super fun.
Now I'm going to be looking at your whole body, okay?
I drove the car down with some of the girls and she cruised down on her bike. We swung over the river on one of the rope swings, although she wouldn't do it because she had her leathers on, and she said if the rope snaps and I end up in the river with my leathers on, I'd be having to ride my bike dripping wet. Mad woman. Crazy, crazy woman. Michelle's a South African, and she came over here when her marriage ended. And things like that always leave a scar on you. You know, when you go through something like that, I think she felt a bit lonely because she has no family here. So I think our friendship is a big, big part of her life.
Okay, we're going to slide you over now, all right? Ready, steady, slide. We've got a good scan though, so they'll have a look at that for you, all right? Lovely evening. All the best to you.
Doctors must now wait for the results of Michelle's CT scan and carry out further tests before deciding the next stage of her treatment.
just a bit of bad luck.
Have you still followed the Archer story?
Yes.
Even Frank, who can't bear the programme's been listening. Isn't that brilliant? Isn't that funny?
It's really funny.
Lucky I have you.
What would you do without me?
Stay up really late. Oh, what's up?
Yes. I'm glad you're impressed, my darling.
Because you don't normally do that.
So,
11-year-old Merlin has come to St George's with his mum Leslie after running into a wall at school and hurting his wrist.
Merlin sees the world as a big climbing frame.
rock, paper, scissors, laser, stock.
Yes. When he was 1, he was always climbing out of his cot. And he would roll over and land flat on the carpet. He was just happy, laughing, because he was free.
Near offense, sweetheart. Ready?
Good boy. Perfect.
Merlin loves sport. He does swimming, he does karate, and he did his first triathlon when he was 7. So he's very competitive, and it has nothing to do with me, no.
Imagine they have to operate.
That wouldn't be that bad. I'd have more of an excuse to not do my homework.
Merlin, yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, fine and you?
Good. I'm Sam, pediatric consultant. Have a seat.
Sorry.
Have a seat.
Nice to meet you, Sam.
Nice meeting you too. So, Merlin, what happened?
We were racing and I had my head down. I looked up and I saw a big blue panel, and as a reflex I put up my hand.
Blue panel, what do you mean? Like it's
the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, sacrifice a limb, set up the head.
Is it sore if I...
Ow.
Sore?
Yeah, there.
Here. Here.
Yeah.
Here. Okay, so we're just gonna do an X-ray. Okay. Hopefully there will be no damage, solely a sprain. Fingers crossed, and I'll see you when you come back.
I try to remain positive about everything in general. I think life is far too short to take it too seriously. And that's sometimes what I try to tell Merlin.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, see you later.
Right and right again now.
Yeah, X-ray.
Medical trauma?
A 19-year-old girl is being rushed to A&E after being thrown off a horse, which then trampled on her.
ETA, thank you, SP. Adult female trauma call, 7.5 minutes.
The girl's mother, Sharon, was at home in Surrey when the accident happened and is on her way to St George's.
I'd got up quite early, I hadn't slept very well. I asked Francesca if she could ride my horse because I wasn't feeling 100%. I went off to sleep, probably for about 40 minutes. And then that's when I got all the messages in, there's been an accident, Francesca's fallen off your horse. She was just getting onto the horse, and then all of a sudden he just exploded. So she threw herself off.
It's a lady who's fallen off her horse and then been trampled on by her horse.
Frankie's stepdad, Colin, was only 10 miles away from the hospital when he found out about the accident.
I was up in London, had an important meeting at Lords with one of the counties because I'm chairman of the England-Wales Cricket Board. Came out of the meeting, of course, loads of messages, ring me urgently. Francesca's had an accident with a horse. I just jumped in a cab and zoomed off. I got there, in fact, just before the ambulance arrived.
Listen, I'm in the middle of a trauma scenario. I'll give you a ring back very shortly, OK?
Orthopaedic Dr. Rob has been called to resus.
I've treated a lot of patients that have had all sorts of horse riding accidents. Some of them very, very simple, straightforward injuries. And unfortunately, I've seen patients that have had complete spinal cord injury and they've never walked again.
This is Frankie, 19 years old. She just got on her horse, fell, and then the horse had trod on her twice. It's quite a big animal, about 1.70 meters to its back, weighing about 3/4 of a ton. She's got some pain around her right chest area. There is definitely like a horse hoof mark there.
Seeing somebody who's possibly got a life-changing injury, it is incredibly sad, particularly in younger patients. Frankie, I'm Rob, I'm one of the doctors. I assess you head to toe and I talk to my colleagues as I'm doing it. But at that point, you're still in the mindset that you're going to get this patient back on their feet. Just going to listen to your chest. It's got reduced air entry at the right lower zone. Bones aren't designed to withstand an extremely large horse-sized object, and a lot of the function of some of the bones is to protect structures inside. OK, so right lower costal margin, there's some grazing, and that always gets us worried. Is that where it's sore?
Yeah. In view of the impact and in view of the injury, we'll need to do a scan from head down to your pelvis, basically, because sometimes there could be injuries also to your spine, yeah, or possibly small brain injuries. Let's get 2 blocks.
Keep your head really still. This is just to keep everything secure and keep your head in the centre, OK?
My main concern was the fact that she had spinal injuries and that she would be, you know, in a wheelchair. It's very scary, yeah.
It's been 30 minutes since motorcyclist Michelle was rushed to A&E after a road traffic collision with a car.
Have you been riding a motorcycle for a long time? 6 years now. Is this your first car? Sure. Third one. Oh, jinx. Motorcycle accident, so she was a trauma call today.
Doctors have received her initial CT scan results, which reveal no major injuries to the bones in her head, neck or spine. They will need to wait for the full report before ruling out any injuries to her internal organs.
Can I just have a little bit of a look at your hand before we do anything else, Michelle?
It's like pins and needles, eh?
Yeah. Sorry. Your thumb is dislocated at the bottom.
I feel it.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this collar at the moment and I'm just going to get you to move your neck around slowly and check that it feels okay, and then we can get you sitting up a bit. Okay? Then I'm going to speak to the orthopaedic doctors about the thumb. Just go slowly. Now that you're sitting up.
How you doing, my love?
Oh, body's sore, but
Yeah, but
I'm not as shocked anymore.
less shaky than when I first saw you.
Dislocated my thumb, so they're going to put that back in place.
You South African?
Yeah.
Whereabouts are you from?
Cape Town.
Cape Town, lovely. I was just there in January.
Oh, right.
Went to Cape Town. Went
Very
all the way.
hot there.
Yeah, it was boiling.
I was born in South Africa. My parents are British, but they moved there because of the weather. They thought the grass was greener on the other side.
I normally kind of bat myself in most sunny conditions, but I was a little bit lobstered after the few days.
The weather is much better down there and it's great. But once you start to live there, you realise there is no utopia.
So you just breathe in through it.
Normally,
yeah, just
okay.
So when you're experiencing pain, good suck in, okay?
Growing up in apartheid, as a child, you don't know any different. When I was younger, we went to a public place and you had queues for blacks, coloureds, Asian, whites.
I'll see you later, Michelle.
The human element for me, I always felt it was wrong. It just wasn't natural. It was very uncomfortable. So that's why Dad made sure we had connections to the UK so that if need be, we could just up and go. But I never thought I would actually leave South Africa.
Specialist orthopaedic surgeons have come to Resus to assess Michelle's severely fractured and dislocated thumb.
Uh-oh, hi, trouble.
I have a gentle feel there. Are you left or right-handed?
Right-handed. But operate the bike with both hands.
Where you've got the dislocation, there is a small fracture as well. We'll see if it goes back in. We'll pop it into a cast, and then if it's not back in, we'll just need to find a space for you to come back and have an operation done. Help it stay there. I'm so sorry I've made you upset. Let me get you...
No, it's just that I'm just thinking I'm never going to use my hand again.
Just because something medically doesn't seem like it's a big injury doesn't mean it doesn't have a big effect. Our hands we use for everything. So when we have an injury to them, it can have a big impact still on your life.
Don't need to worry, okay?
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
You okay there, Frankie? Yeah, well done.
It's been an hour since 19-year-old Frankie was thrown from and then trampled on by her 3/4-ton horse.
Ready, steady, slide.
She needs an urgent CT scan to establish if there's any damage to her head, spine and internal organs.
With young patients, they can catch you out because they can lose a lot of blood and their numbers on the screen will look fine. But actually, they could have a serious internal injury and they can get very sick very quickly.
She was on a horse, she fell down, and then the hind legs of the horse were on the top of her torso twice.
Her stepdad Colin is waiting in the relatives' room. But her mother Sharon is still travelling to St George's.
She's going to take you through the scanner.
Francesca's my only daughter. I had her quite late in life. When you have only got one child, you do tend to overprotect them and they tend to be the be-all and end-all of your life, really. You sink everything into them. They become like your little princess. You put them on a pedestal, you know?
Breathe in and hold your breath.
She started riding when she was about 5 and then had her own pony when she was 10. It's been fantastic seeing how she's come on from the beginning. You know, from this little girl, 10-year-old, who was quite nervous to a very confident young lady. She'd sometimes come home and she'll be stressed out about something. She'd get on a horse and she'd gallop over the fields. It clears her mind, and I think it's a nice thing that she can turn to nature when she's feeling stressed and bothered about things.
Sharon decided she wanted a new horse, so like a good husband as you do, I went out and bought her one. And then, you know, this happens. If you've got an animal who damages your daughter and your family, then, yeah, it's rather upsetting. I felt like it was my fault.
Ready, steady, slide. Your stepdad is outside. I can let him in.
He is pretty much better.
There you go.
It's hurt up to here, and then it hurts down, and then it hurts right here.
I think I might have to chop it off about here.
I'm not so bad.
Motorcyclist Michelle's X-ray and CT results have revealed a complex thumb fracture and dislocation on her left hand. Specialist orthopedic surgeons need to try and relocate her injury by pulling it into position.
It's lovely riding a motorbike, isn't it? But it just comes with risks.
It's worth it, though.
I think so, yeah. Yeah. My dad used to have a bike when he was young. He used to ride into work in London. He's a chef. He does tell me how he did come off and end up under a big red bus. I think went around the bend by St Paul's Cathedral, lost control and slid down.
Having said that, the way I feel now, I'm having second thoughts.
Luckily, he was wearing all his gear and he was okay, but he's consciously decided not to get another bike, I think because of this.
I just got this bike and I feel like I don't want to get another one.
There's two friends here for you.
Oh, really? Annie and Andy?
I think so.
Oh, fantastic.
Michelle's friend Annie has arrived with her husband Andy.
I'm so glad you came.
Give me a kiss. Mwah.
I am very, very grateful that I have the friends that I do have. I'm so glad you came. It's an emotional support. It's also a spiritual support. My thumb's broken, and that's what I'm getting now, local anaesthetic. I went through a lot in South Africa during my marriage. And I'm married for life. Till death us do part, the whole thing, you know. Question, can I ride again?
Probably eventually, but not for a while.
No, not tonight. I did love my husband very much, but I just couldn't continue living with someone who didn't really love me and didn't love himself. I've given him so many opportunities to change, and he didn't want to change. For me to be able to survive and to live, I had to get divorced. It was very, very hard to do because we grew up together. We were at the same schools together. I can't move that. I used my British passport as a key to move on. It is a big leap to actually just go there and make a go for it. So if I wouldn't have...
Doctors must wait for the local anaesthetic to take effect before repositioning her thumb. Only then will they decide if she'll need emergency surgery. Merlin is waiting for his X-ray results after running into a wall at school and hurting his wrist.
Merlin?
Yes, Merlin. Come here, darling. I always loved medieval literature, so Merlin seemed like a very appealing name. Same way I also like Lancelot.
So, do you want the good news or the bad news? Have a seat.
Bad.
The bad one that you can't use your fingers, your hand anymore to text and use your phone.
Aww. It's not just the sound of it, it's also the meaning, the magic power behind the name. It suits him.
Other good news, it's actually small broken.
Oh. Ah.
Sorry.
Yeah. You call that a good news? When I met my husband, I was quite young, actually. We were married for 5 years before we decided that it was time to have children.
Get into a full cast up to 3 weeks, and normally it's heals very nicely.
Merlin was born in France, in Grasse, which is the capital of perfume. It wasn't the easiest birth. He had the umbilical cord twice around his neck. I got a bit scared when I saw suddenly 2 other midwives coming into the room and pushing the baby everywhere in the room. It's just beeping. So does that mean he can't play any sport?
Unfortunately, he can't use his arm.
But then, what felt like 2 minutes after, I heard my baby crying. Then he was on me with his eyes wide open. I thought, you know what? It's worth all the pain and all all the trauma, it's magical.
Oh, we've got exams.
Oh, good stuff. My mum says good. She can do all these things for you now.
Yeah, you're going to advise, not me.
Before I had children, I was teaching and I loved my job. But I could see that Merlin was crying when I left him in the morning. That used to break my heart all the time.
You haven't damaged the wall, have you?
I slightly dented the pad.
Did you?
So I thought, actually, no, I don't want to make money. I just want to have good times with my son.
Just out of interest, how do I get fresh air
Fresh air?
in my hand?
Well, unfortunately...
Because that's been sweaty for the last 3 hours.
It's only the beginning, darling.
You smell it after 6 weeks, then you'll be complaining.
Time flies, and before you know it, it's gone and they'll be leaving home.
We do not recommend knitting needles because if you cut yourself underneath that cast and you're not aware of that, that then gets infected. And then before you know it, you're back here for antibiotics. And that does happen, all right?
It has taught me to make the most of each day and treasure each day.
Well done, mate. Nice one.
Thank you very much.
That's all right, no problem.
Have a lovely evening.
Oh, thank you, and you guys. I wish you all the best.
Take care.
All right, good luck.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye now.
How's the pain at the moment?
It's going to move from here down to here.
Okay.
More.
45 minutes ago, Frankie arrived in A&E with suspected spinal and internal injuries after being thrown from her fully grown horse. Her stepdad Colin is in A&E and mum Sharon is on her way.
I haven't seen her yet, darling. They've whipped her straight in for a scan. As soon as I got something, I'll let you know. All right, bye.
Myself and Francesca's real father. We had a very comfortable relationship, but my personality doesn't suit comfortable. Things exploded at home and we separated.
I met Sharon actually when I was running my own business up in Yorkshire. Sharon worked for us.
Can you lift your leg up? Hold it there. Push against my hand.
It happened very quickly, in actual fact, with Colin and myself. I made it very clear from the start. You know, I have a daughter and she comes first. And we come as a package.
Push again and push again. Just your feet now.
I've got 3 children who are older from my first marriage. I'll never forget, she brought Francesca into the flat and brought her into the kitchen and sat her on my knee. And I'm thinking, don't know if this is going to work. It did, and that was 18 years ago.
Hello there, hi. I'm Dr. Adrian Spiteri, one of the consultant doctors. At the moment, I'm awaiting the first scan report, but you can come in.
What have you been up to? How are you feeling?
Yeah, but I'm not.
When she was younger, she'd always go to her mum, but over the last 4 or 5 years, we've grown very, very close. So how did it actually happen?
He just did it so quickly, I couldn't move. I was lying there watching his legs bang, bang, and I was screaming at him to get off of me. I was like, what are you doing?
Stupid. Girls. I couldn't believe it. I think the hardest thing is being able to take on the responsibility of a stepdaughter and try and make them feel like your daughter.
Apparently there's a horseshoe.
I'm sure there will be. I wouldn't expect any less. I think she sees me as a bit of an older dad, you know, the wise head. So it's times like that where I think she's found it very helpful to have me there to do the things that stepdads do in those situations. Let's see where your mother is. She was 10 minutes away. Hi, darling, she's here. Hold on.
Hi, Mummy.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you feeling?
Good. How far away are you?
we pass like an M&S, I would love some Percy pigtails. Oh, brilliant. Okay, cool. I'll see you later then. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Doctors have received Frankie's CT results.
Hi there. Your neck is okay on the scan, but there are some rib fractures and a tiny bit of air outside the lung. And there looks like in the liver, there's a small laceration, we call it, yeah? So it's like a cut going through the liver. And there's always this risk if it's a wound in the liver of it bleeding. So I'd have a chat with the general surgeons too, because it needs to be kept an eye on, yeah? Okay.
With a liver laceration, the first thing that'll happen is the liver will bleed. Occasionally, the bleed can continue, and if that bleed doesn't look like it's going to stop on its own, potentially be life-threatening.
What's fine?
It's really weird all of a sudden. My stomach really hurts.
Your stomach hurts? Where? There? Excuse me. She just got pain in her stomach, she says.
Just gonna have a feel at your tummy, yeah? How much in pain are you?
No, I'm like, I need to be sick.
Did this come suddenly? The 19-year-old lady pumped by the horse, she complained of severe pain in her abdomen. Just, to alert you about this development, it came quite sudden.
I hope this is not life-changing.
Motorcyclist Michelle is waiting to have her fractured and dislocated thumb pulled back into position.
I'm actually grateful. My spine's still intact. I think coming to England was an opportunity to get over my divorce and move on with life.
Just relax.
When I first came here, it was very, very hard because I was not only giving up my marriage, it's giving up my life as well. I just came with a backpack. And I had no family here. So suddenly I felt I've got no one to turn to. Hi, Doc.
Are we ready?
Oh my goodness.
It's going to be fine.
It was scary, but when you're in an environment where you can try new things, it does make dealing with your emotional part easier.
Hi, Lee.
Hi, what's the plan?
You can't give me a little hand, just give me a bit of counter traction.
Yeah.
Ah! Ha! You hit the spot.
Should we do gas and air as well, just to make sure that we don't cause you any discomfort? Oops. I want you to just relax for me, my sweet, okay?
Deep breath, you're doing really well. You're doing really well.
In and out. That's a good girl.
The thing is, it does feel very unstable.
I feel stretched.
Yeah, that stuff's working.
How was that, Michelle?
Better than an orgasm. Oh my God.
Working in resus can be exposed to the good and bad of life, if you like. Just because someone is consciously laughing doesn't mean that they don't have a life-changing injury.
So let's pop it on your tummy.
Did you get it in the socket?
Well...
Oh, bad news. I can tell by the face. I can see.
I'm sorry. It's not staying in the right place, and so you need to have an operation to put it back in and help it stay there. A risk of long-term pain in a joint. That's a possibility.
Michelle went through quite a bad phase, and the motorbike helped her through that time. So if she wasn't able to use her bike, that would affect her very badly emotionally.
What, let me see her helmet. Is there a lot of damage?
Never thought that I would ride a motorbike. But when I came here, I had the freedom to do what I wanted to do. Although it's dangerous riding, for me, it was a form of escapism. The feeling of freedom, it's awesome, absolutely awesome.
Take a picture of us. Oh no, don't make it go viral.
I'm just taking every day as it comes and trying to enjoy the moment.
Michelle must now undergo surgery to her left thumb, so the doctors can give her the best chance of being able to regain full use of her hand.
Ow! Can't use the clutch. Can't use the clutch.
Is it going off? Yeah.
Frankie's CT scan revealed she has multiple rib fractures, a tear in her liver, and a punctured lung. Doctors are concerned that pain in her abdomen might indicate internal bleeding. They've given her medication and are carrying out further tests.
You okay? Yes. I've got something for the sickness anyways. I'll sit you up gradually first in case.
Take your time.
It's cool. I've got it.
You okay now?
Yeah.
It is going to be very sore.
There are quite significant injuries. You have to keep a close eye on them, especially because of the liver. If your blood pressure drops or there's any issues, you may need to have a repeat scan. All right.
Lemon horses.
Frankie's mother, Sharon, has arrived from their home in Surrey.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, good. Which side does it feel like you've broken a rib or you've fractured it?
Pretty much this side's just been crushed, he said.
Crushed. Francesca, Colin and myself have become a very, very close family. We've been through a lot of things together. Explain exactly what happened.
I'd only just got on him. And I was like trying to get my stirrup in. He just kept going and going and going and going and going. And in the end, I was like, right, I've got to accept that I'm falling off.
Francesca still saw an awful lot of her real dad. She saw him practically every weekend. He had a lot to do with us. He was a very good dad and a great friend.
I was underneath him. He was standing on me. He was trampling me.
So we were all in shock when he came up to us 2 years ago. He sat down and he said, I've got terminal cancer, I've got 3 to 6 months to live.
As soon as I got on, he was unhappy.
I think if you look at that experience with her father dying, that must have been a devastating blow to her. You'll never replace that father, and I certainly never tried to do that. She's only got one person to come to from a fatherly point of view, and that's me. So I'm on hand to help, support, do all the right things to make sure that, Francesca is going to achieve the things she wants to do and help her through life, really.
You have that.
Oh, thank you.
You have Maltesers and Twix.
Can you have what? No, you can't.
Oh,
she's got you some more.
You like Maltesers, so you have a Maltesers, do a swap.
No, you have Twix.
I know where I sit in the ranks, Francesca first, horses 2, dogs 3, and, me further down.
You don't mind?
No, not one bit. You can have it.
We're going to go to the ward.
Okay.
Frankie will be admitted to a ward where doctors will treat her injuries and examine her for any further signs of internal bleeding in case she needs emergency surgery.
By the way, Colin, you got your wish.
What's up?
To take my nose piercing out.
Serves you right.
Let me give you my jacket.
No.
You're gonna be cold.
He can be a bit of a maverick. We always try to tell him there are risks and there are dangers, and those can have bad consequences.
I believe if you don't take risks, you haven't really lived. And so I'm always taking them.
My recovery has been a slow, painful process. After the operation, I had to keep my whole arm and wrist still so that tissue would grow back together. I so much want to go riding again. I haven't got back on yet, but I'm working at it.
I don't think it was easy for her because she'd only just seen her dad in hospital. And so that was tough. That was really, really tough.
Did the accident change you in any way?
Yeah. It made me appreciate everything. I guess you think of the people that you love the most. You probably would think I'm a crazy person if you saw me in the street, or like you're walking down a street and you just smile because you're like, damn, this life is amazing.
So you just keep nice and still for me, okay? You just in case there's an issue with your neck.
Well, I'm sure there isn't.
Well, then you don't need the scan, do you?
No, I agree.
Hello, St George's. It's a young man drove a head-on collision. The car has rolled over.
Bruising and tender in the lower quadrant.
My worst bit was that stupid conversation that we had in the car park might be the last time I spoke to him.